All right, it says Patrick and Lily start their chores at 5 o'clock. The clock shows what time Lily finishes. The number line shows what time Patrick finishes. Who finishes first? Explain how you know. Solve the problem, without putting Lily's time on the number line. Dun, dun, dun. How could we do this? Well, I know they both started at 5, and I see that it goes all the way to 6 o'clock, same as the other number lines do. And this looks like it's about halfway done right here. So it looks like his is close to like halfway between 5 and 6. And if we use the clock, halfway between 5 and 6 is like 5:30, half past the hour. So if Patrick got done at 5:30, and now let's look over at Lily's. So we're going to say 5:31. And then Lily's is 5, so she stayed in the 5 o'clock hour, right here. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now we count by ones. 41, 42, 43. She finished at 5:43. So we know that Patrick finished first because his time was 5:31, so it was about, if you estimated, about halfway past 5, and hers was 15 minutes after that. So that's how we know. It took me 42 minutes to cook dinner last night. I finished cooking at 5:56 p.m. What time did I start? So some important parts of this problem are the words that they're choosing. I finished at 5:56, and they're curious about what time I started. So my first question is, or maybe the first thing we have to do is plot 5:56 on this number line. We'll start with 5 and we'll end with 6. Then we have to find 5:56. So 55, and then we'll count up one more time to 56. So 5:56 is right there. Okay? Next, it says it took me 42 minutes to cook dinner. My question is, am I counting forward 42 minutes or am I counting backwards 42 minutes? Think about it. Good, I'm counting backwards. I'm done at 5:56. Their question is, when did I start? Okay, so go back here. We've got 5:56, and we want to know 42 minutes before then. So we've worked on this with number talks earlier this year. We need to go backwards. We need to subtract, and we need to subtract in an efficient way. So we've got 42. In my opinion, I would go backwards 40 and then 2 more. We're at 56. If we wanted to go backwards 40, what would that be? And let's say that's just a bridge too far. That's way too hard for you. Very technically, you could do it this way. Until you got comfortable counting backwards like that. Because you should be picturing in your mind, first grade, when you used to manipulate numbers using a number line. We are at 56, and we want to go backwards 10, 20, 30, 40. What number would that be? That's a mystery number. So you could go backwards 10 and be at 46, 10 more and be at 36. We've got 10, 20, 10 more would be 26, and then 10 more would be 16. Are we done? No. We've just done this section. We still have 2. So we're at 16 and we need to go backwards 2. We go backwards 1, we land on 15. We go backwards 1 more, we're at 14. So is the answer 14? No! You should be shouting, no! Don't shout. put these times back on the clock, the answer is actually 5:14. What time did I start making dinner? 5:14. Okay? I get home from school at 4:13. I get a snack 43 minutes later. What time is my snack? So my first step, I think, is to plot 4:13 on this number line. You've got 4 o'clock on this side. You've got 5 o'clock on this side. 13. I start at 10, and then I count up 1, 2, 3. So 13 is going to be right here. Okay? I might even want to label it. Then 43 minutes. So the question is, which way, what direction is the 43 minutes going? Is it into the future, or is it backwards, like asking when I started that activity? Dun, dun, dun. Look at this clue word right here, later. I get a snack 43 minutes later. So that means you're looking into the future. So you can count forward. How many minutes are we counting forward? 43 minutes. So I'm going to do what I had done before, which is decompose it. I know I want to separate out the 3, and I have the 40, and I could do that, or I could maybe break it into 4 different 10s. What about 20s? Okay, so we're at 13, and we want to go 20 minutes into the future. 10 minutes into the future would be 23. 20 minutes into the future would be 33. Okay, now we have to do 20 more minutes, since we've already done that one. 10 minutes into the future would be 43. 10 more minutes would be 53. Am I done? We forgot this 3 here. 3 more minutes into the future. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 56. Is the answer 56? Not really. Look at the hour you're in. The real answer, it's a beautiful color. It is 4:56. That's the time I have my snack. I began my bike ride at 11:34. I rode for 24 minutes. What time did I start? So I know the first thing I want to do is plot this on my number line. We are at 11 o'clock all the way to 12 o'clock. Okay? 34, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That would be right here, like that. Now it says I rode for 24 minutes, so I know that I'm counting in one direction 24 minutes. What direction do I go? Another superstar question is, what keyword did you use to figure that out? Question says, what time did I start? So that means this is the time I ended. If I'm looking for the time I started, I need to go this way, because I already know the time that I ended. So to go backwards 24, we are at 34, and I want to go backwards 24. So we can do that in chunks, and I'm going to do it like this. So I'm at 34. If I wanted to go backwards 10, that would land me at 24. But 20 would land me at 14. Am I done? I'm at 14? No, I've gone backwards 20. I need to go backwards 4 more. I'm at 14. To go backwards 4 more, 13, 12, 11, 10. 10. So is the answer 10? No, the answer is not 10. The answer is, we're in the 11 o'clock hour. It's 11:10. I started my bike ride at 11:10. Last one, and then it's your turn. Natalie finishes piano practice at 2:45 p.m. after practicing for 37 minutes. What time did Natalie's practice start? So I know my first step is to plot this on my number line. So we've got 2 o'clock all the way down to 3 o'clock. And then 45, so easy, look. Bam, already plotted. Next, we need to figure out what direction, because I know it's 37 minutes. I can see that from the word problem. But what direction 37 minutes? So we plotted when she's done with her piano practice. Finishes piano practice at 2:45. After practicing for 37 minutes, what time does her practice start? Does that help you? So this is the done time. We need to know where the start time is. So we're going this way. We're going to do that by 37 minutes. I like to break it into chunks. We can do 30. Remember, if this is too much, do it like this. 3 different 10s. So you're at 45, go backwards 10 to 35, and more to 25, and more to 15. Are we done? Nope. Still need to go backwards 7. I can go backwards 5, the 10 mark. How many more do I have to go backwards? 2 more to make 7. 1, 2. 2 more would make the 7. Backwards 2 from 10, what is that? 9, 8. So the answer is 8, right? No! You should be saying no! The answer is actually 2:08. She starts her piano practice at 2:08.